Hello again, children. Today we're looking at Rome as it converts from a republic to an empire. We're talking about a pretty lengthy period here, 300 years or so, 150 BC until AD 180, which is a significant portion. Time. Our objectives today are to look at how military leaders threaten the Roman Republic. How do they put that system of government in danger? We're going to talk a lot about Julius Caesar and discuss what his fate is in terms of Rome. And we're going to look at who Mark Antony and Cleopatra are, and we'll discuss what happens to them. And there is a bit of a soap opera quality to all of this. So what we're going to look at today, again, is how does Okay, expansion is going to lead to change in Rome. As Rome gets larger and larger and larger, you're going to see a lot of tension between the various groups in Roman society. The majority of the Romans are poor, but you do get a new class of really wealthy Roman people. The wealth that comes into Rome from all of their newly acquired provinces and that is going to make it so that people are worried. Slave uprisings also start to happen. The Senate wants to make sure that it maintains its power, but the Senate wanted to take over in Rome. The first instance that we see this is in 60 BC, and it's called the First Triumvirate. Triumvirate just means three, right? Three leaders. Three generals take control. You have Julius Caesar, you have Gnaeus Pompey, and Licinius Crassus. These three men are the rulers, the triumvirate, so the rule of three. Caesar and Pompey are fighting for control. Crassus is an old man, and they kind of look at him as, you're just here, buddy, whatever. They're not really worried about him. But Caesar and Pompey are the guys who are the strongest, and so they fight each other for control. And that's going to end with Caesar winning. And by 44 BC, he's declared dictator for life. He is an able commander, and he sets out 9 years constant fighting. He brings all of Gaul, which today we call France, under Roman control. Pompey is angry about this because Caesar is having all of this success and he's becoming more and more famous. So Pompey tells the Senate, get Caesar to get rid of his army, bring him back to Rome. And Caesar defied it. Caesar said no. He led his army across the Rubicon. He took northern Italy. He headed towards Rome. And this is when He says jump, you say how high. When he comes in, he does make a number of reforms. He gets that would save our republic. What you're going to see happen is to try to end the civil war that's breaking out here. So Octavian defeats them, and he becomes the sole ruler of Rome, and that ends the republic officially. So despite what they did with Caesar, they killed him to avoid the end of the republic and actually affected its end anyway. It seems as though it was going to be inevitable. When Octavian becomes the sole ruler, that is officially the end of the republic. Mark Antony, incidentally, and Cleopatra both killed themselves. They both committed suicide when they saw that the Octavian armies were going to defeat them. So Cleopatra had wanted her son to become the ruler of the Roman Empire, and when that didn't happen, she committed suicide by snake bite. And Mark Antony also committed suicide. He fell on his sword, literally, kind of like what the Japanese samurai do. So, again, a love story with a very sad ending, and the death of a republic and the birth of a dictatorship in Rome. And that's where we'll leave things for today. Have a nice day.